Knowing that we are a product of our strongest beliefs, we can now actively choose our inputs. Let's go back to the genie. Everything is born in the conscious mind as an idea. This phone was an idea in Steve Jobs' mind. The Tesla was once an idea in Elon Musk's mind. Everything was once just an idea that was internalized, even if it made no sense to the outer world and other people. But what usually happens when we're having an idea that is out of our old belief system, we usually let go of that thought to bring us back to our normal state. Think about it. We all have had a thought of getting more out of life. What if we could have that dream car? What if we could have that dream home? These are all ideas that never being internalized because we don't know how the mind works. Henry Ford said it. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Most people never even try because they think it's too far out of their reach. So the idea of more was just a wish. Your job is to internalize the idea and get emotionally involved with it. Don't let anyone control your dream. Visualize the best version of you. That's how you are in control. We call it imagine reality. Your idea will catch the attention of your subconscious mind and you will start to feel differently, which will make you act a certain way. Where would you live? How would you look? With whom or what kind of people would you like to spend your time with? What would be a normal Wednesday, for example, look like if you were the creator of the future? Who is the new you in the next 12 months, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years? If you would have a magic wand, you are the only one that is responsible for knowing where you're going. But I often get the question, Max, how can I have 100% certainty when this is not my current life situation? How can we believe in something that we can't see yet with our physical eye? How can we fully believe and be certain in that we become whatever we think about ourselves? It's our job to know how to impact our belief system with images, with audios, and our environment, the law of average. We will dictate how we feel. How we think and feel are everything. Dr. Joe Dispenza said, the body doesn't know the difference between an emotion created by an experience you're having in the outside environment and an experience you're creating internally by embracing a new, elevated emotion. So when you embrace that elevated emotion and think thoughts that are greater than the self-limiting ones that keep you stuck in the past, your body begins to prepare chemically for the future because it thinks that the future is happening now. I love this. When you start to really think of the ultimate version of you, I suggest you to close your eyes and build up this image. Map it out, write it down. Don't care what people say. What does that person have? How does he dress? Where does he or she live? Your subconscious mind will accept this as a fact and you will start to feel it. It's your job to create this feeling. You do this by 1. Know the future version of you. Map it out. Number 2. Images that constantly reminds your visual inputs of the future. Print out photos of your dream home. Change your wallpaper. Have reminders everywhere for you to accept it as your destination. That's what you're letting time move you into. Number 3, choose what you're listening to. I suggest you to go to our resources library again to listen to 20-30 minutes a day. Study what we suggest. Listen to Bob Proctor, Joe Dispenza, get their audios. This is the exact material that we are studying ourselves. And the more we understand this, the faster we can become the person. Number 4, choose carefully your environment. You naturally stop spending time on activities and people that doesn't serve the future you. You want to be in a positive environment, like our community, Network 23, people that are intentional with growth, people that want to see you live your dream life, an environment where we inspire each other and hold each other accountable during the days where we question everything. Once we do this on a daily basis, we have already, from a mental standpoint, become the future version of ourselves. And everything we desire will naturally gravitate toward us when we pay the only and most valuable price there is: time. You see, time is moving with or without our conscious awareness, and we can only control now. We only have the present moment. So when you start to think and feel as the person you desire to become, all the resources, people, situations will in magical ways sometimes show up in our lives, since we can only attract that of what we are. So when you become, this is when you will not even remember how you could live differently in the past. A life by design, where it's purely up to your imagination how far you want to go. How come all of this is really possible? Because the end result of any goal achieving is an emotion. The feeling of when we squeeze that steering wheel of our new sports car. The feeling of moving into that new house. The feeling of the joy and fulfillment when something we've been working so hard for actually shows up. It's all emotions. That's the trick. The end result of reaching a goal is also the starting point. You first have to feel it and become it from a mental standpoint before anything can happen in our physical reality. So I want to end this video with a quote from Bob Proctor. Remember, no limitation can be placed on you by anyone but yourself. With your imagination, you have a unique ability to draw an infinite source of supply. There is a power in thought.